Hey y'all, welcome back to Everyday Mama. I'm Leanne, and today I'm going to walk you through a quick learning through play activity on addition. Let's jump right in. Gathering items to prepare for this activity is very simple. It's probably things you already have around your home. Paper plates, Post-it notes, and some objects that would interest your child. Along with the objects from last week's video, you're going to want to add some number cards, such as ones from Phase 10 or Uno that just have the number. Flashcards will do as well. A die, and some measuring tape. If you don't have a measuring tape, you could use a ruler or just write out numbers for the number line on paper. Once you've gathered these materials, grab yourself a bin from the Dollar Tree and collect them all in this, because as we go through this series, you're going to find that we can use these same objects for adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So keeping it together and building upon that will help the child because they'll see something that they remember from last week. Before you call your child over to participate in the activity, you need to do a tiny bit of prep work. Go ahead and get 3 plates out on the table, put a plus sign in the middle, and an equal sign in between the last 2 plates. You also want to get some sort of number line at top so that they have some sort of reference point. Putting Post-it notes at the bottom with the number and the dots for each number, because that is what they're going to be putting on each plate as they draw a number or roll the die to add. Having their favorite objects on the side so they can use them to count will engage them. Once you have this set up, you will call your child over and ask them to count the Post-it notes for you so that they can tell you if you've missed any numbers. This gives them a chance to practice their counting. Wyatt, will you count the Post-it notes and see if I've forgotten anything?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you have not forgotten anything.
All right, perfect. After they've counted the numbers, you want to tell them that today we're going to play a really cool game where we take one number and a second number and we add them together to make a third number. So after you've told them that, you have them decide, do they want to pull a card for their first number or roll a die? Wyatt, which would you like to do?
Pull a card.
All right, so he's going to pull a card. What number did you get?
6.
Okay, so him telling me 6 tells me he can identify the numbers and he is ready to go. All right, will you put the 6 on the plate for me? Awesome. All right, what about the second number? Do you want to roll a die or pull a card?
Roll a die.
All right, go ahead. What number did you get, honey?
2.
He got 2. So will you put the 2 Post-it note on the plate for me? Perfect. Now that we have our numbers, which are called add-ins, those are the big fancy words, but now that we have the 2 numbers ready, we need to put the objects on the plates. Can you help me do that? And make sure you are counting them one at a time as you put them on the plate.
1, 2.
Great job.
1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Awesome. Now we're going to take these 2 numbers, Wyatt, and we are going to combine them into one number. We're going to add them together. Which one is the bigger number, honey?
6.
All right, so can you take those 6 and dump them onto the last plate? Good job at dumping the first number. The reason I have him dump the first number instead of count it 1 to 1 is because he already knows it's 6. We don't need to go back and count it again. It's doubling the work. And as the numbers get bigger, you don't want to have to go back and do that. So we're teaching him to say the first number or biggest number and count on the littler number. Wyatt, now that we've gotten the first ones on the plate, 6, we're going to count up how many more?
2.
2. And if your child has trouble understanding what comes after 6, you can use your number line. I've used a measuring tape here. You could make your own, a ruler, whatever works for you. All right, Wyatt, so if 6 is here, what's the next number?
7.
All right, so can you count up for me?
7,
Great job. So, can you find the 8 for me? All right, put it down next to the plate that has 8 cars now. Wonderful. Now, can you touch each part of the addition sentence and say it for me?
6 plus 2 equals 8.
That is great. Now, let's do an extra little bonus here. Can you pick one of the animals from the animal bucket, please? And put it on the number 6, because that's the first number we have. Can you have your animal jump 2 more? This will check to make sure we have the right number. 7, 8. Did we land on the same number?
Yes.
Great job. You did an excellent job with that addition sentence.
Thank you.
So this is what you will do with your child. You can have them do it all different ways with different objects. You can add 1 to each number to show them how the animal jumps just 1 more. You can do doubles, any way you want to do it, but just getting your child excited with these objects and this kinesthetic learning will help them to be engaged. And I'm going to put up the engagement time for you. This one shows that if they're younger, they may last a lot less time than if they are 5 or 6, like my son. So you can just determine based on your child's enjoyment of what you're doing, whether you need to stop for the day or not. Doing this continually for a week or so is really going to aid in what they are doing in school, and it's going to bring about a lot of joy for them because they're doing it with you. Next time, I will be talking about subtraction. We will be using these same objects, so keep them in that Dollar Tree basket we talked about, and I will bring you another video on ways you can use these objects to do subtraction sentences with your child. Until next time, wishing you and your child lots of simplicity, progress, and joy. Bye!